the first media consulting podcast, The Business Chronicles.
Welcome back, everyone. It's a pleasure to introduce to you Shannon and Krissi. They own Budget Blinds of Daytona Beach, and I'm just so excited to have both of them be able to share their stories and successes and things of that nature. Hi, ladies. How are you doing?
Hi. Good.
Doing good.
Well, we're so excited to have you share your experiences. So in today's episode, we actually dive into the minds of successful business owners. You know, it's all about discovering those aha moments, right? And then also about the key decisions, the decisions that you guys make to drive the success behind your business. So if you find this content, listeners, if you find this content helpful, please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. They're also going to get actionable advice for those who are wanting to be aspiring entrepreneurs and wanting to start a business, because sometimes, you know, we're on that fence as wanting to get into that business, but we can go either way. So they're going to give us some great information on that. So with that being said, let's dive in and talk to us about your background.
Okay. So we were obviously sisters, and we Krissi, I went to Rollins College and Krissi went to University of Florida. If you had asked us when we went to college if we would be owning a window treatment business, the answer would have been a flat out no.
Because furthest from the truth, right?
That's exactly. But through, families, lives, kids, whatever, we kind of were at a crossroads, and I was at a crossroads. She was at a crossroads just in life. And we were like, we want to do something else and do something together. So Krissi can kind of give you her background because she started with Kurt, who's a good friend of yours. So
good for you. I like how it's already starting, kind of like the sisters coming together to build this. So
Kurt took a chance on me. I had no experience. I couldn't even read a tape measure. But he must have seen something in me, and I must have felt like, you know what, I think I can do this job. And I basically made him very successful, I think. And then our first franchise we bought, Daytona is actually the second one. Mm-hmm. But the first franchise we bought is it 8 years ago now? Seven?
2017. So
okay.
7
years ago. Mm-hmm. And I was like, we might as well buy it. I already pretty much know the business. I know how to sell everything. I know all the products. And then she is great with like organizational and admin type stuff and talking to people on the phone. But
unlike Krissi, I did not know the products. I did not know the first.
No, I didn't say I know the products. You right. The
but admin. When she said, do you want to buy this franchise together? I'm like, I don't know.
What's interesting is that each person brings their own unique experience, right?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
With this, but go ahead, Krissi, finish what you were saying.
Oh no, I knew she could make it work. I knew I could make it work, and we work very, very well. We're very different, but we work very well together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, what is the one decision that created that aha moment for you when you guys were working well together? You decided to come together to own Budget Blinds, the franchise. What was something that really sparked it and said, this is what we want to do?
I don't know that we had like an exact aha moment.
Okay.
Because I was already in the business.
Because she was already in the business, and I had gone through like a tough personal time. Like I had become widowed with small children at home, and I was kind of, I don't want to say I was lost, but I wasn't. I was just kind of like going through the motions of day to day, but nothing really was like exciting me, and I just didn't know what I wanted to do.
Right.
And so I would say, when Krissi found out that there was an available franchise to purchase, we did our research and thought I think we can make this work. And we did for the first couple of years. And then an opportunity to buy the second franchise, Daytona, came, and we were hesitant because it's far from where we live. And, the beach is very different homes than what we're used to.
Very different.
But we again said, I think we can do this. And we did it. So.
And I love that attitude. You guys persevered, you came together and you said, you know what, I'm not sure if this is going to work out, but guess what? You dove right in, right? And that's how sometimes, when we're going to have a chance to kind of have you guys, give some advice to some inspiring entrepreneurs here towards the end about, what is that advice? But let's talk about your business. I mean, you guys, Budget Blinds has been around for a long time. You offer blinds, you do shades, shutters, drapes, motorization, and all that. So can you guys elaborate a little bit on that?
Sure. Krissi, you want to talk about the products or?
No, you can.
Oh, well, she's really the product guru, but
I'm not really the talker. She's the talker of the two of us.
No, that's fine.
She's the boss. Trust me.
Okay, that's fine.
I would say I'm the boss, but
you are.
maybe I'm the older sister.
Since the day I was born.
No, so Budget Blinds, I think it's kind of a misnomer because people think, oh, you only sell blinds and they're cheap because budget is literally in our name. And so I can't tell you how many calls I get of people saying, well, like, do you know anybody that does shades? And I'm like, no, we do shades. So I think that, educating people that there's a lot of window treatments out there and we do all of them is really important.
Yes.
We have a kind of a big wheelhouse of samples and fabrics and everything else. And we bring it to the person's home to show them right there. And I think that really is, a huge selling point than rather someone going into a showroom and kind of, browsing and not really deciding. So
basically educating, from what I'm hearing you say, educating and bringing the product to the customer's home, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And it's kind of it goes down to features and benefits, I'm assuming.
Absolutely.
100%. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's awesome. So what makes you successful in this venture that you're into with Budget Blinds? What is making you successful?
I think we're successful because we know what we're doing. First of all, our business is run like a well-oiled machine. We're very organized. We're very on top of everything. Nothing falls through the cracks. I'm good at giving, all the information I can on consultations and, like you said, educating the customer. And we have an amazing install team too. The guys are just fantastic. They do a great job. And, from the first time they call, when my sister answers that phone, they're treated very, very well.
Krissi, I love what you said. And it's the word team. As a matter of fact, I wrote it down so I didn't forget. That is powerful when you're actually giving kudos to your installers, because
absolutely.
Without them, it kind of puts a little barrier in the process of moving forward and creating a great product installation and relationship. So, kudos to you, for both of you, for doing what you do. What is it that really kind of, you're business owners, what is it that you want to kind of share with some of our listeners that are looking to become aspiring entrepreneurs, or those that are sitting back on the sidelines, because I get responses from all the business owners I talk to. Some are kind of like consistent. What say you?
I would say to that, if you think that you want to go into a certain field, like, for example, I was an art history major in college. That has literally nothing to do with blinds. So, right. I think that you can't really put yourself into like a, compartment and just say, well, this is it. You have to really be open to, suggestions of things that you don't even think really.
The other important thing, I think, is you got to believe in yourself that you can do it.
Right. Yeah. Because when we first started, I was nervous. I did not know the first thing about a window treatment, really. And now I do. So
is there a story that you can tell that was just, from a customer, don't mention the name or anything, but something that was a story that was like, oh my gosh, we got this customer really You know what I'm saying? Is there something that kind of stands out or no?
We have a lot of those customers. I mean, we really do. We become very friendly with people as we install. I mean, I talk to them on the phone first, then Krissi gets into the appointment, and
then they're disappointed it's not her at the door.
Right. Right. They're like, "Oh, you're the one I talked to on the phone." She's like, "No, sorry." And then they come back to me to get scheduled for the installation. So it's really, I many of our customers are very we love them all. I mean, I don't know that one stands out because there's so many that stand out.
Well, this is exciting. I mean, you guys have basically kind of, shared your stories and your success. And, I wish you definitely the best of success in the continuing years to come and in the future as well. Before we wrap up,
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Before we wrap up, could you provide our listeners with your website as well as contact information to get a hold of you?
Oh, sure. So they can they can do it one of two ways. They can go to budgetblinds.com and put their zip code in, and then that gives them our contact information to the correct franchise territory. But if they want to call our office directly, number is 386-456-3233. And our website is budgetblinds.com/Daytona-beach-FL.
Well, congratulations again to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And it's so awesome because, two sisters working together for the better, of your business. And I think it's powerful. It's a powerful story for those that are looking to join with their family members, to create a legacy, to create that success. And again, way to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll talk soon.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Very
Bye.
welcome.
Thank you for tuning in to First Media Consulting Podcast. If you enjoyed the podcast, subscribe today. To nominate a business you would like to recommend to be on our show, go to firstmediaconsulting.com or call. Thank you for listening.